Today I want to show you how to use yarn with your embroidery machine in order to get this really cute and unique design. I'm starting off by hooping my stabilizer, which I already did, and using the grid that came with my hoop and marking the center. Now I'm just going to cut out my front piece of my outfit. You don't have to do this to begin with, but I'm going to in order to get the perfect position for my embroidery. And then once I have it cut out, I'm going to flip it to the back and I'm going to mark the center by just using a water-soluble pen in order to mark a line down. Then I'm going to use a ruler and make a line across exactly where I want this design to go. The fabric I'm using is a sweatshirt material, ribbed, and I'm using some yarn and then elastic for the romper. Now I'm taking that center dot right there and I'm going to use spray adhesive to spray the stabilizer, and I'm going to line up my marks. When you use this method, this is called floating your fabric, which I personally love. Now I'm going to be using a black thread for this, and then I'm going to take my design and put it into my USB and then put it into my embroidery machine and turn that baby on and get ready to embroider. So I'm going to hit the USB button and bring in my file, hit configuration, and then I need to change my hoop size to the smaller size. So the machine's going to do that for me right here. Now I can hit embroidery and I can hit ready, but I know I want to slow this down, so I'm going to slow the speed, I think all the way down is what I do. And I'm slowing it down because I'm using yarn and I want to be very, very careful that I can guide my yarn exactly where it needs to go. So the font that I'm using is actually from Etsy and it's for yarn. So what it does is a tracing stitch first in order to know where to put the yarn. You do not have to put it through the hole, but I like to because it guides it more, and all I have to do is make sure that I'm guiding the yarn in the direction that it's stitching. So some yarns are going to be too big to actually put through the hole, so you would just go slow and you would guide it exactly where it needs to go. So with this font, it's going to stop at every letter, so I'm going to take my yarn out a little bit in order to cut it. And then I'm going to trim off my extra and it's going to trace the next letter, and it's going to repeat this until it's all finished. So you could definitely try this with other fonts, but I found having the design that actually stops at every corner like this helps so much with positioning the yarn in the correct area. Once the design is done, you could take it out of your hoop and it should look something like this. I think it's absolutely adorable. And then on the back, I wanted to use black thread again and do spooky season with normal embroidery. And I chose black, that way you can kind of see it, but kind of can't, like it's there, but it's not. I thought it would be such a cute design on the back. So that's what I did. And then here's how the romper turned out. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you like my channel, please subscribe. I'd love to have you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. If you happen to be interested in this machine, it'll be linked in my description box.